In this segment, I'm going to show you a little bit about how to use the scan tool in the scanner. So I have a scan here, and I'm going to go down. I've already run it for the sake of time, but I'm going to go to Customize. And I'm in the Scan Criteria, and you can see right here that the scan tool has been loaded as part of the logic, and I'm just looking for a pattern to be found. So pattern greater than 0. And so if you open this up, you can see that I was looking for the trend change patterns, the default ones. Use the default settings. And what you need to do, let me scroll down here, is when you set this up, you need to make sure that you go down to the bottom and tell it what interval you want to use for the scan, because it doesn't know. I think it defaults to daily. Okay, so then let me show you if you wanted to add this from scratch, how you would do that. So let me minimize this. So we would go here to select criteria, hit the drop down, and then we're going to go down to indicator, and then just hit S, and you will see right here that you've got the scan tool standard, and so you would just add that, and you could make the appropriate changes to it, and if you want to get rid of something, you just exit out, which I will do for this case. And we've already run this, and so here's the symbols that met the criteria, and you can just when you click on this here, it shows you the results, and it shows you what settings were used if you need to find out. And you can also save this into a custom symbol list, which I did not do. We'll have to maybe show you guys how to do that in a future video. But what I did is I just cut and paste some of the results up here into this radar screen, and you can see that every one of them, a pattern was found. And this is all set to default settings as well. So these would have to match in order for the patterns to be found. And I've got it linked here. So let's see, 920. Let's see if we got enough data. Yeah, it's still loading some data. But let's see here, 920. And let's see at 9:45. So 920. Whoop, I've got this on a 60-minute. I got to change this to a 15-minute chart so everything will line up. So let me do that real quick. Okay, I got that loaded and identified the pattern. So let me just blow this up a little bit to help you see things. So you can see these are in magenta because they have been violated, but you can see you have a rally base drop, and then so you've got a drop base drop, and this was a gap down, so you can see you had a pretty good gap down. So that would be your supply trend change pattern, rally base drop, drop base drop at 9:45, and you can see that here, so you can find that. And so, and again, these patterns, when it finds them, it doesn't know if price has violated those patterns. It's just a pattern finding feature. So, you know, probably you want to look for the pattern dates that are closer to current date, because they're the ones that are going to be most likely not to be violated. You could even maybe put some logic in your scan about pattern date. So, and this is really good for scanning a bunch of stocks, whereas the scan feature doesn't work that well on futures. Those you're better off just individually loading into your radar screen. So hopefully this will help give you some ideas about how to find different trading opportunities.